try something different today. Now, I cannot see, so whatever it says up there, I cannot see. I don't have anybody helping me right now, so we're doing Tea Time Live today. I wanted to do this on Sundays, so get your teas ready on Sunday. What time is it? 8:21. Yeah, about 8 o'clock, 8:15ish. Let's have tea together, okay? All right, so today's tea is a fresh orange tea. It's from Tea Select or TN. Nah. So come by. It reminds me of an old. I like the orange flavor. It's kind of candy-ish, but the light is on. Let's get started. So I wanted to call this one "Be Mindful of Your View." Your view, okay? So, be mindful of your view. One last one. Sitting in my thinking chair, think about the things I'm thinking about. And I was just reading not too long ago a little story about a girl and her grandmother were in line at a fair, and they were going to get their face painted. And the little boy in front of the little girl looked at her, turned around, and just being mean, and was just like, "You got freckles. They don't have anywhere to paint your face." Ha ha ha. And the little girl looked down, and she was sad. And the grandmother behind her, she was just like, "Don't pay any attention to him. Why are you sad? Because your freckles are beautiful." And she was like, "Nah, I don't think so." And she told her, "Back in the day when I was your age, I always wanted freckles. Some of the girls had freckles and I didn't have any, and I always wanted it. And that was so cute and beautiful to me." And she was like, "Really?" And grandma was like, "Really?" And she told her to come down, and she was like, "You know what else is beautiful? I like." And she said, "What?" She said, "I like wrinkles." Both of them had thought each other were beautiful, but I don't know about it didn't say anything about the grandma having wrinkles. It didn't even say that she didn't like them, but the perspective of both. And that's what I want you to do. Be mindful of your view of things. Of course, we want to be right all the time, right? We always want to be right. But having somebody else's point of view in mind as you're saying the things that you say or doing the things that you do has an effect on everybody else. You might want to have that 1,000-foot view, or you try to get up there, ask God, "Hey, can you help me see what you're trying to do?" As I think about what we're going to do, go through work this week, in the situations that might happen, of course, if we're thinking in the future, which we not, be present in the now. But if we're thinking in the future, this might happen, this might happen, this might happen, this might happen. What I want you to do is to actually take a 1,000-foot view of it. How do you do that? Think about not just what's in front of you. You might want to think about some of the other things that's happening in the background. Somebody might be having a bad day and we walk up and they go off on us. Of course, we can make things worse by going off on them and then having this exchange. But if somebody's really like having an attitude And of course, some things might come your way, but there, you know, and you know that it's not really directed at you. I would not take that as an attack on me. Of course, it's going to do that. You don't want to take that as an attack on yourself, because what you're going to do is you're going to retaliate. You're going to put up defenses and you're going to retaliate. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is see what's happening, and you might be able to make them better. And if you were able to make them better, just think, they might be able to help you on down the line. Or even right then, they might do whatever to make your life better. You make their life better, they might try to make your life better. And like I said, God puts us in these situations. He sets us up all the time. He puts us in situations. Actually, I wouldn't even call it a setup. He puts us in situations that somebody might have been praying for you. Praying for you to be where you are right then and there. Or you might have been praying, and it might have been a prayer from 3 years ago, but today's the day that it's going to happen. So you got to think about that view that you have. Not everything is. You got to think in 3D. 2D is this. Okay. When we're doing our thing, you know, I'm doing my thing. When we're doing our thing, we got to look past this right here, because that's not all there is to it. I might be looking at your freckles, and you might be looking at my wrinkles, and we're like in awe of each other, while we think of ourselves as, I'm this big, I'm nobody, I can't do it. But the other person might see you as the greatest thing since sliced bread, and think that you can do anything, as though, you know, you might see yourself weak. But in our weakness, you know, we make ourselves a lot smaller than what we really are. Because like I said, all of us are a piece to this puzzle that we call a community of people. Your circle of influence, your world, your reality. You have a hand in it. And if everything is just this right here that's in front of you, even though all these things are happening in the background, we might make a game here, or we win the battle, but we lose the whole war because we took advantage of this one little situation. Not playing chess, but just doing what we can see, playing checkers. So that's all. I'm just wanting to just sit down and say a couple of things, and I hope all y'all are going to have a great week this week. You see that whip right there? Because we got some big things happening in our lives. Big things. And not just what we see right here. God's working all kind of things in your favor. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It all works for your good. Romans 8:28. All right? So, one last time, just toast to you. Kampai, and have a great, great evening.